Okay, let's look at poverty reduction. And the intervention last time when we were looking at the poverty in general, the poverty reduction refers to a set of measures, both economic and humanitarian, that are intended to lift people out of poverty permanently. That's reduction, and also that you can use, we have already used this, I know I mentioned last time, interchangeably with alleviation or relief. Relief is not giving something complete, just necessary, right? But people have used that interchangeably. And even alleviation is to lessen, right? So you get people using this reduction, alleviation, or relief interchangeably. It's acceptable. It all depends on how this. And we should have happened to do. Anybody who can do it for us? Just switch on. Connect. Somebody told right you can do it. Yeah, just go back. So the remote control, I don't know why the people. And on switch somewhere. Yeah. But what we need is whether to show. I don't like this because it takes your attention away from orthodox faith. So whichever way you want, but maybe it is much better because you can capture what is there. Well, so poverty reduction will refer to a set of measures. So we'll talk about a set of measures. It means there are several measures that we use, and all of those will be issues of social protection, whatever it is, and so on and so on. So there will be economic or there will be humanitarian, how you assist individuals as humans in that context. And we are trying to lift these individuals out of poverty permanently. And also that people have interchangeably used poverty reduction with poverty alleviation, poverty relief. But the difference is that when we talk about reduction, we talk about where you deal with an issue permanent, right? Where we talk about relief or alleviation is just to lessen, right? You're just trying to lessen the burden caused by that poverty. And that there are so many programs that we use in terms of addressing poverty, and these are called social investment programs. So social investment programs that aim at reducing poverty are actually three. One of those is the social protection. So social protection, the simpler definition is deliberate policies, strategies and programs that are designed to reduce poverty and vulnerability by protecting people from social and economic risks and shocks. I think this is the definition that we have had, and we use this one when we are introducing the topic of poverty, to be able to illustrate the connection between poverty and social protection. And these three forms are the social assistance, right? You remember? Actually, this one is giving the whole framework. Social assistance, and it's in the framework we break it. Social insurance, right? And labor market policies. Now, the social assistance will be non-contributory. The social insurance and labor market approaches will be contributory. And under social assistance, in that framework, you will have social security, right? The labor market policies, and also some things, social support benefits, persons with disabilities, elderly people, the retired guys, and things like those, Medicare, and stuff like that. So these will come in these three. So when we're talking about social protection, actually look at these three components here. So when we ask you about social protection, you look at from these three angles here. So you have that, and I think ways to reduce poverty, right? And we mentioned about the human capital development, and there are several ways in which poverty can be addressed, and there are some of these measures here. If you increase access to education, right? The general belief that education develops skills and abilities. This is human capital development. Skills and abilities. It is assumed can be applied and used in an individual's everyday life, whether it's employment or whatever it is, to be able to correctly balance that are there between those who have no skills and abilities and those who have, and in the process they're able to come up with something which will bring positive change in their communities or in their lives. So this one, once you have skills and abilities, your degree of vulnerability and your being prone to risks gets reduced dramatically. So this is how it is looked at. That one. So also, if you have to get rid of poverty, reduce poverty, we also look at issues of the availability of facilities in rural areas. Because here we are looking at poverty. We looked at poverty comparative rural and urban in terms of availability of resources in the urban areas and also in the rural areas, which actually show the differences in terms of the levels of poverty. So the only way we can reduce that one is to ensure that you have access and availability of facilities in rural areas, which are many, sanitation, hygiene, human resource, for example, right? So there are all these things here would be issues that you can look at. Okay? All those things down there, food security, it's one of those issues. And when we're looking at the issues of cash transfers, if you look at the objective of cash transfers, you remember, we did that last week, is it? Did we look at cash transfers last week? If we did merge, can you give me one of the objectives of cash transfers in Malawi, not the generalized one we have? Remember the two sets of objectives. Social cash transfers, the objectives, and we look at social cash transfers in Malawi as a practice, and we had 3-4 objectives. Can you remember? It was on the last day, and on the Tuesday. Yes, we said to reduce poverty and hunger. My memory tells me right. That was the first objective. Why we have social cash transfers? Because we want to reduce poverty and also address issues of hunger. And here comes this, where you have issues of improved food security and access to clean water. Right? When you have adequate food supplies, it makes people free from diseases, which is true, and also they are able to participate in development undertakings. So this is how we should look at it from this angle. Right, let's move on. I know this one we did cover. I've just tried to bring it back to you so that you're able to reflect on what came out as an exam, and also what we did cover, making it more emphatic. If you look at poverty in terms of rural and urban, issues of health facilities also an indication of the differences between the rural and urban areas in terms of poverty. If you have no health care, it means you cannot improve your life or whatever it is, the capability to perform or work, and therefore you become less productive. And that's true when the administration of poverty. And therefore, to reduce poverty, you need also to address issues of this facilities in the rural areas. Another area where you can use, or something that you can use as an intervention again to reduce poverty, is the use of microfinance and other social protection measures. Right. When we talk about microfinance, these are all sorts of things, right? Of course, in the sometimes they are Bongoles, but their real objective, I know that there are two objectives. From government point of view, for them to allow microfinance companies to operate in the country, the board to address issues of individual poverty, right? Where you can access resources to build your assets, right? So as to move out of poverty. That's all. For government policy, that's fine. I know. For microfinance providers, it's profit, right? What they want is profit. That's why they charge you and they have to chase you all over looking for their money. It's profit. So this is to tie a view of the use of microfinance in areas of poverty reduction. For government, it helps individuals or households, including communities, to build their assets as a way of addressing issues of poverty. And for the providers, it's about profits for themselves, which we also assume leads to economic growth because they are injecting into the actual economy of the country. And also, one way of addressing issues of poverty is that we look at issues of equality, right? Here, gender equality as an opportunity for any development activity. Now, issue of gender equality, when we are going to look at the National Social Support Policy, right, and the Malawi National Social Support Program, we shall look at what we call cross-cutting issues, right, as part of social protection approach, which are gender equality, HIV and AIDS, food security and nutrition, environment, and several other things. So you cannot talk about poverty reduction, not talking about these three, four, five components around. Poverty reduction, when people are malnourished, it is zero. It means there is no poverty reduction, right? Poverty reduction without inclusion of women in development, it is zero, right? Poverty reduction without issues of HIV and AIDS, it is zero. So you can see how the Malawi National Social Support Program actually looks at this from cross-cutting issues. I insist that all of you look at the original National Social Support Policy, which is the 2009, I think. Then we shall look at the other one, 2012, as we move on. It does give you an insight of what we talk about when we mention issues of social protection in Malawi here. And also one of those issues is the issue of climate change, right? Managing climate does ensure that you have resources, and those resources are able to preserve your livelihoods. Okay. Flood, disaster is part of poor natural resource management. Simple, right? Why is that? All these things, from Madagascar to Mozambique to Chirogwe, right? So start asking some of those very simple questions. If you can sit down and reflect on your own as a profession, why? That's it. Kirogwe was a preserved area, natural resource bed, right? Nobody to go there. Maybe some of you never saw it. You are not there yet. So preserved with the inscriptions, wrongly, whatever it is, big here preserved. And you have rocks all over, all sorts of things. People started knocking rocks to view. You mean they are shifting. The rocks were also shifting. So the slightest event happening, this is disaster plan. So issue of climate management and natural resource management also going to affect your arrival. And when your livelihoods have been affected, then you cannot get to the port. So all these things intertwine to feed into the matrix of how we can deal with issues of poverty and agriculture. So in your mind, when you talk about social protection, it should be those. And I want you to go back to your notes, last week's notes. I looked at the social cash trust. Building the people, this part also of the social protection and the National Social Support Program and the policy also about issues of building resilience. And we said building resilience is about what you want. Anybody? What's building resilience? What is to build resilience? That was it. What was it? Building resilience is about coping with the situation and being able to come back to your normal self, right? And it was the first word, how do you translate resilience? It was guesswork. This is the social way, yes, the social protection. That's why, how do you, what is resilience? How do you build resilience in an individual or in a situation? Rehabilitate. Right. So, these are the issues that we will be looking at. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Yeah. So here, I'm trying to connect what we are looking at. Also to look at the cash transfers, which we looked at last week, right? Last week we looked at the cash transfers in general, and this is how we said it. Right? I'm not going to go through those. We did look at those. And we looked at the types of transfers, simple transfers, transfers based on certain conditions, and transfers attached or linked to other existing programs. You remember I mentioned cash in, cash plus. You can see that now, right? That's clear? And here we looked at those. I wanted to look at the cash plus program, you know that. Then we looked at let's look at this social cash transfers in Malawi. That's what I was looking for. And I said the objectives are more than the generalizers that we have, right? For Malawi, this is it. And I was looking at this one here, to reduce poverty and hunger. And we just looked at it when we looked at what the poverty reduction strategies are, and one of those being reduce hunger and poverty. And we look at all those things around there. And all these things here are found in the National Social Support Policy and also in the Malawi National Social Support Program. So I just want to illustrate the point here so that you are able to follow what is there. Right? What do you think would be the impact of the intervention? We looked at that, and with that in mind, I'll move on to my next topic, which is about asset building. So let's look at asset building. It's a short one, just to asset building. It's a short one. We've talked about social assistance, we've talked about cash transfers, we've talked about public works, we've talked about school feeding programs, and we've talked about social care, right? But the bottom line of all these interventions is about how individuals move out of poverty, and by way of not only consumption, but also how they build assets, which in the final analysis tries to support their livelihood, and they are able now to live out of poverty. So asset building is a process where individuals, families, or households, including communities, gather the resources that can propel them towards social and economic well-being for a longer period of time. So this longer period of time should have been permanent. As I alluded to when we were looking at issues of poverty reduction, people should build their social and economic well-being permanent, right? Then that assures individuals the ability to actually be out of poverty. Now, the ability to build those assets is also dependent on a few issues around. So assets are varied depending on individual capacity and also degree of need. So when we talk about asset building, it is not uniform where everybody says, okay, because we have had a transfer, then we all must go and buy a boat, we must all do this and that. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. When we look at social assistance, we look at it how better. When I gave you, let me see how we articulate that. So, as I said, asset building is a process where individuals, families, and households gather resources that propel them towards the socio-economic well-being permanently, and that varies depending on the individual capacity and need. What this means is that not all individuals can have the same capacity, right? And not all individuals have the same needs. Even in the social work, why we conduct assessment in social work is because we want to identify the needs of an individual, right? So that that individual's need is addressed, right? Why we do community assessment in community development? Because we want to identify the needs of the community and also design interventions to address issues of the needs of that particular community. So this is how it is. And therefore, asset building is a poverty reduction strategy that aims at creating ability or the stability in an individual's lifestyle. Now let's see. What is involved in asset building? What is it that is involved in asset building? Display. Right? Number one is the skills building. How do you build skills in an individual? For that individual to be able to build assets for his own well-being. That's the question. How do you do that skills building for an individual to be able to build assets or accumulate assets for his own well-being? How does that possible? A very simple example. Social workers, how many social workers do I have there? Yes. How many have social workers? How many? 1, 2. Social workers, let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Oh no, 6. Okay. How do you build the skills of an individual? I want an answer from you first. For that individual to build assets that can improve an individual's well-being. Period. When you start looking away, I know you're running. So I know. But educating them. Okay, so educate them about what? Okay, so educating them, we read it like that. 1 million? That is so? Okay. If the issue you should be addressing now, the question you have given me is how would that individual know that he needs skill? That's a very good question. That's first thing, right? Second issue is how would you get that individual? Right? So, is this a casework issue? Is a social group work issue? The social group work issue, you covered your social group work, right? You know how to deal with groups in building their skills. Educating them, we talked about those things. Okay. If there was a casework, an individual coming to you, you have your techniques around, right? Which one do you use? Personal center. That's only one which can build an individual skill. Now, community development, I know now you have a number of those. How do you build community skills for that community to improve its livelihoods or just to carry out activities that can improve their lives? You have done those things in community development. Next. How do you? How do you do? And how do you know that they require skills? That's the question that we give you. You see, so community development, you still have all those things around. And community development, you have quite a lot of things. Community economic development is different from community development. Do we agree? Do we? community economic development is different from community development. Do we agree? Or no? And you say no, you don't know. No, I don't know. I know because I've taught community development. This is the one I started in the game, so I know this. Community mobilization, right? Community mobilization is that process where you create or you excite communities to be able to participate. Just mention that, right? Right? Into issues that are important to their own communities. And you start from there. Community mobilization, empowerment, participation, and all those things around, right? So this time you build skills for those communities to build their own assets. When we talk about assets, community assets, what would they be? Community development, let's go. What would the community assets be like? What are community assets? Nobody. I'm not 40 and I'm not 40 nobody. So we'll be that. Okay, number 2 is financial education, right? We think financial of asset building, issue of financial education is also very, very important. How do people really understand what financial education is? Is it about selling a tomato, right? You get money and you buy dough. When you do that, like that, that's consumption, right? And so forth and so forth, right? It's about people are tomato to 2,000 kwacha. You go and sell that tomato 2,000 kwacha and tell your neighbor, hey, there's a profit 2,000 kwacha. That's financial education. 2,000 kwacha, you got tomato or good, there's a 2,000 kwacha. Come to the neighbor, there's a profit 2,000 kwacha. So what is it? Financial education. So, in community development, that's your area again. Issues of interest, whatever it is, how do they understand all these things around here? Microfinancing, all those things. Savings, all these things are both social and community. Mostly community, dealing with issues of poverty reduction at individual, household, and community level. And these things become key for those communities to build their assets or for individuals to build their own assets, right? And in terms of social protection, when you build assets, it is an assumption that when you are at your lowest, you can use those assets to protect you from social economic shocks, right? You can sell those things and realize some resources to help yourself off the problems that you face. It's very, very interesting. And the social networks, is social network important in community development? Is social network important in community development? Melissa said yes. Can anybody tell me in community development or in social work? Yeah, in social work as well. What is a field theory? Don't make me angry. Fourthly, and I have not done this thing, which I'm sure I have done. And I'm not going to be against that. What's the field theory? Anybody? Social group work, community development. What is group formation? What are the processes involved in group formation? Maybe that can be cheap like that. What is it? Community development. Let's go back to the basics. First year. Are you ready to support me at my need here? Field theory is what we call the Techman theory. How many of you have read about Techman theory? Hands up. Community development, Techman theory. Social group work, Techman theory. No, this is very serious. Absolutely serious. Techman theory. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Forming, norming, this and that. You don't know those things. That's Techman theory. The field theory by Techman. 5 stages. Norming, forming, this and that. What is it? But somebody put those things in order. First stage, second stage, and so on. Anybody? According to Techman, so the field theory by Techman, there's a stage of group formation, right? Number 1, forming. Number 2, no, let's have finished. You okay to quiet. Forming, yes. Norming, no. Storming, yes. Number 3. No. Start. Number 1. You start. Number 1.
Norming.
What is the forming? 2.
Norming.
Storming. Is it? Table. Help her. She knows. She just mixed them up. Let's start. Somebody here. You look down. Give us number 3. Forming, norming. That's what? No. Forming, storming. Number 3. Number 3? No. Okay. Norming. Number 3. Who said norming? Okay. Number 4? Number 5? Okay. What happens when groups are divided? Why a group are divided? What are the reasons for a group are divided?
Maybe they would move another people.
It's either people have lost interest or have evolved or developed new interests, or the program that they are settled has come to an end. But still groups never just die. They will continue. Something will come in from there. Normally, when they all agree on the rules and regulations on how to proceed, something like that, right? And they start performing, and they perform your issues of conflicts, consensus, and all sorts of things. Because of conflicts and consensus during the performing stage, some individuals lose interest and decide to move out. Others stay, decide to become leaders and lead and develop other things. That is what it is there. Now, so social networks in this type of theory is important because it brings people together to create what we call the social capital, right? To create what we call the social capital. Social capital is the social interrelationship, the social networks that we create around yourself. The understanding that social capital can be of support to you as an individual in terms of need, right? You don't bury yourself, right? It is the social capital, the people around you, the network that you have, right? So that is an asset. And for you to move out of poverty, if you look at it from that perspective, right? You need people around you, right? Even if you want to do business, you can't do business with yourself or with your children, right? You need people around. So all those things is the social networks, interrelationships, or broadly referred to as the social capital. So social capital is that which surrounds you around. And also, asset building is about the protection measures which are available or put in place by other communities or states. So in most cases it will be government coming up with programs and measures that can help individuals to build assets so that they move out of poverty. So we find that all these above will actually try to strengthen the family or stabilize it and also try to build the communities and something like that. But I think I've never been disturbed like this. Well, what's the school we build, we don't break. School is about building on your knowledge, right? So if you are now, we were looking at these things here, and you cannot connect these things to your initial lessons that expose you to what you're supposed to do. What it means is that you get out there with zero knowledge, and I think that's not very, very good. Do you understand my voice? Do you understand my words or my concept? We need to build this within what you have already read. Social group work, you can't tell with this thing here. By the time you can't tell we don't know this. No, that's not it. Anyway, so let's move on. Number 3, we talked about issues of microfinance as one of the poverty reduction strategies which aim at providing startup capital required for business enterprises and asset building. Right. This is the view from states or governments. That's what they want. Microfinance should be able to help individuals move out of poverty by providing startup capital and assuming they can build businesses and also build assets. And I mentioned earlier on that for those microfinance providers, it's about profits. Right? So you are looking at what we call the continuum. Two extremes. One is providing because want to benefit as an individual, and the other extreme wants the ones who are receiving also to benefit. So it's just a continuum that we are trying to look at. The continuum is extreme. So we're looking at two streams. Right, so the continuum of understanding the relationship between microfinance providers and microfinance users, right? This is how it is. Number 3, it targets individuals who are excluded from normal market economy of the banks or the formal banking sector. You remember we talked about the market intervention policies as an element within social insurance, right? As part of the social protection in our framework. This one is actually targeting that if you try to connect it. And also, we find that microfinance as a strategy to poverty reduction and also asset building, or does also target individuals and families within the low income quantity, something like that. And lastly, microfinance provides an avenue for inclusion. So microfinance also is about inclusion. Now, when it comes to look at the National Social Support Policy and the National Social Support Program, there are 4 thematic areas we will be examining, and one of those is inclusion. Right. Social workers. If you look at the issues of social work and human rights, what is inclusion? What is inclusion? No problem. I said in relation to human rights, social justice. Yeah? That's right. Okay. And also here we can see it does enhance the bottom-up participation of individuals in economic activities. And that is inclusion where the individuals at the lowest level of participation in community activities or national activities are able to participate in mainstream activities that lead to economic development. And also issues of participation, and also the final analysis becomes the financial for reducing poverty at individual level. That's how we look at issues of asset building. All right. Any question might be clear? So, is social protection necessary? Somebody, we have so many answers to this. One of those is the issues of asset building. And bridges. Well, depends on whether you understand how you can make these connections around here. If you please explain how the generation of poverty can affect the human capital development, very simple. We looked at those. What is the generation of poverty is, human capital development is. And here we have to look at social capital. And how do these things work around to improve the individual in that context. So it's good that at least your mid-semester exam was designed and prepared in the context of whatever it covers. So also in the process. But naturally, we still have a lot of problems. Your results are ready. I'll not give you now, or can give you now. Yes? But I'll not give you now. I'll give you when I read it. Let's just look at that. We have a few very simple problems which I'm going to grapple with. Right? And I find it quite interesting. 2 problems. One, some of you can't remember your registration number and mix them up, which is very, very interesting. Of course, naturally, you don't know whether VCT 2/22 or 21 or 20 or whatever it is. That's because of a lot of error. Right? Something like that. That's one thing. But the most serious and critical issue is the question and answer number. As a psychologist myself, I understand why. You go in an exam, you're confused, that's the first thing. Your mind is you're anxious. And anxiety can create a lot of issues around you. Right? Now, you start to answer your question. And pay attention, which I've noticed. You write question 1 and you answer question number 3. I've noticed that too much. That's right. So in your mind, your answer is your question, your answer is number 1. But you ask, you are writing about that is question number 3. So I was trying to understand the human mind. What happens? Right? So first of all, is answering question number 6 is actually question number 1. So question number 6 is actually question number 1 or something like question number 5 is question number 1. What happens? What would be the problem? Matter. Confusion. That's the best one, confusion. And you can tell from the writing that this one is confused. Yes. Number 3. You can tell somebody's ideas evaporated at a shika, but much not I'm not doing it. They start writing something not in the paragraph 1. 3 times, 3 times. You can tell. So, but at this level, we need to be strong enough in our mind to overcome this thing, because you have not another chance after this. When you finish, you are in the world out. And in the world you have hyenas and lions and everyone and version. Right? You get them there. So it's important to be consistent. What I think is people just look at the paper comes, just look at answer 6 questions, no, there are 6 questions, answer 5 questions, just number 3 is deep, so just number 1, look at those, get composed. No. Very good. Look at your questions and strategize. Yeah. One of the things that some of us used to do is you look at the question, take your time. What's my answer? You have 3 characters. Characters just come in, come whoever, presentation you will know. Up to there. Some characters will be slow, up to Cheswa, and so forth. Other characters will be right, something like that. The girl is shaking his table and writing, that is writing. The girl is quiet and composed, is arranging his ideas, how they are going to go. So that I have a very good many the first mark is question number 3. The next one, question number 6. The next one, question number 1. The toughest is number 6. This one should be the right. If I hit this 4, the combine. And this is true. There are people who answer 3 questions and got better marks than people who answer 5 questions. So you can take it. Yes. This one strategy knows it's 20, divided 18 by 20, 18 times 4, that goes. Or 18 times 3, that goes. You know? This is how we do it. Others just try to get it. Number 4. Sikuturu kama kosa na tupita. Where we're going to go, we'll be writing the back report. Yes? This is talk about politics. People like you. There's nobody who says when you go out there, somebody will write a policy for you. You'll be involved in those things. Now, if you are good at writing only 3 lines, but for Marisa, that is that. Look here, Mr. P, where today, Makumani is a very big deal. You know, Mr. P, you write on social protection. Right. Mr. Will write on the agriculture chapter. When we meet again for OPC, what we will present, we shall create a document and write 3 lines. How are people looking at you? Social protection is what it is. What about definition of social protection and analysis of social protection? What is it? How can it apply in mind? What can you do in mind? That you should be able to follow and give you input. Right? What about you have to right and you can't say anything, start wondering about it. So writing should become an art very perfect. Right? Very perfect. And this perfection, that's why you have presentation. It's one of you creating in your mind. Now you can create an idea, right? And write about that idea. not in 32 pages, in at least 65 pages. At least 65 pages. But if it's 2 pages, including my references and all those things, it means actually you have about 20 pages. And 20 pages, they have got introduction and so on and so forth. How about chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4? So, let's affect our writing skills. Last, grammar, punctuation. Please, we should know a first test from a present test. First participle from whatever it is. Let's do this. And things like dissertation, calendar, it's not sin to give somebody, your friend, or somebody who thinks you can read it. It's part of that, right? It's part of it. But somebody should go through, just proofread it, right? He'll tell you. Instead of words should have been that, instead of that should have been that. You never return something like that. That's why I give you a lot of time to do this. A supervisor cannot read and start correcting all those things. Then others will think will be read and will be disappointed. But you tell him, yes, the way format is good, this is that is this, all these things are good, but grammar and this is good. Check on this. Please, check your check. It does that. To do the rest. Alright. So we will meet next. When we meet, we are going to look at social protection instruments. And here we shall look at the international treaties, regional treaties, and also they apply to social protection. And also we shall look at the Malawi National Social Support Program, number 1 and number 2. And also, do we understand the difference between MGGs and SDGs? Do we know that? Right? Because you are going to go in the social sector, and this thing will be a talk, will be your Bible when you get out here. You need to understand that one. There's MDGs, SDGs, all those things. SDGs, and so forth. We shall look at those things, right? So you understand where they came from. PRSP, coming from PRSP to social protection policy, to social protection program 1, NSP 2, to NMC 2 is one which is looking at SDGs and something like that. So when you get out there and meet your colleagues, you have to understand this. Yeah. Because you are going to find people who are already working. Community workers, whatever it is, and you go, you have actually an environment teacher said, actually I feel really important, right? And do not understand. Oh, to make that meeting capital here, because I was going to Mongo's seminar. They're not sending you seminar, they won't send you Mongo's, they're sending you capital here to write this. So it must be ready. This is how fun and glory and the best of times. So I'm trying to really encourage you to look at it. Your final year, that's the time when you don't play games. That's the time you do that with students and so. You go with a business officer. What is it? SGB3. You're a community worker, yes. What do you think SGB3 is going to impact Malawi and the women and whatever it is? Community work. Can you answer that? Interview. Yes, and you come out it is too pretty. So that's the thing that you need to be looking at. You look us to get to. Alright, so let's